Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing City Folk. Today I am super tired. Like I intended on being in bed by now, but it hasn't happened because my blankets are still in the laundry, which means my pillow is still in the washer. Yeah, I'm gonna be up for a lot longer than I want to be today. So, a fair bit of this video will probably just be me wandering around complaining about how tired I am. Great. Uh, no, I actually don't know what to talk about, honestly. I don't know. How about this? I'm gonna talk about the hypocrisy of some people. Now, I frequent the website Imgur. And on there, quite often, people will post food. They're basically being food terrorists. And it'll generally be steaks or whatnot, and they'll always be medium rare. And there'll be so many people in the comments, myself included, at cases where, like, the steak is too rare. It's clearly still raw in places and is not done being cooked. Who will point that out? And it's generally met with people going, oh no, you just don't know good steak. And then you get cases like tonight where there was a post of ribs and just various different things, all cooked to be well done, but were still cooked to also be juicy, which is doable. It's not the easiest thing to do. It takes a lot of practice, but it's doable. And there was not a single comment of people complaining about how, oh, it's overcooked, and there's just people ruining the ribs and such for them actually being thoroughly cooked. Like, I will never understand that level of hypocrisy. Because on the on the posts of medium rare, meat, these same people are basically going on, that aren't complaining about this, this other one, are constantly going on about how, medium rare is the only way to cook, and, I know in a way it's also just kind of bringing myself up as kind of like the jerk who starts things, but I honestly just more or less like trying to point out to people when their food is dangerous to them, and no, a properly cooked medium rare steak is not dangerous at all. But it is dangerous when the cook doesn't know what they're doing, and it is still raw on the inside. The general determining factor, for me anyway, is does it still bleed? If it bleeds, it's not cooked well enough yet. That doesn't work for everything. Not everything will bleed. Those are cases where, does it look like you just cut into somebody's arm, or does it look like you cut into cooked meat? Like, that's the determining factor there. And I know that's a very gruesome way of putting it, but it's also the most accurate way of putting it. And if you're someone out there who... Yes, okay, that is a spot. Big spot. If you're someone out there who likes medium rare things, that is something you should know about. Because if it's not cooked properly, well, you may as well just be eating the meat raw. It's just as, dangerous. And I forget if I watered this, so I'm just making sure I watered this carnation. Yeah, I remember watering this now that I've stepped back down here, but that's how tired I am. Now, I myself am a big proponent of learning how to cook a steak well done without cooking the life out of it. It's the same with, say, like, bacon and such. Only bacon people are surprisingly the other way around with. I myself do not like crispy bacon. At all. Why? Because for the bacon to become crispy, you've basically cooked the fat out of it. The fat is what gives it a lot of its flavor. There's a nice middle ground you can get to, where the bacon is tough, but not crispy. Where it will still be, very fatty, but will not be, bland, crunchy bacon. It'll actually still have a lot of its flavor to it, while still being tough, and, you'll get through it with ease, so if you're wanting to put on a sandwich, it's, you're not just biting into it and pulling the whole strip of bacon off because your teeth just didn't cut straight through it. Like, if you can't tell, I like to cook. I've been making a lot of dessert things lately, but I actually really like cooking more like supper foods and such. And I've always liked cooking. I've legitimately had many people tell me I should get into professionally cooking. Like, apply to be a chef somewhere, but I don't have the degrees for that. I don't want to go and get the degrees for that. I mean, I'd happily go get like a food handler's course, but even that, it's literally just gonna be me repeating the knowledge I already know every, like, 4 years. So, beginning to think we don't have a dung beetle. Though I think I'm pretty sure we already do. Okay, I'm gonna need to push this from the other side. But, like... Okay, I'm just gonna leave this, like, here, I guess. Also, I want to remind everyone, because this will this be live? Well, this goes up Friday, so it should be... Yeah, okay, this video will be live before I record Saturday, I hope. I want to remind everyone, if you want to request a KK Slider song, request it now. Oh, okay, he's gonna be around. Because if I don't get the song I personally want to hear this week, I'm going to be requesting a song on our final Saturday with KK. So, this is the last possible viewer-requested slot for this series of Animal Crossing. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna... Darn it. So yeah, just keep that in mind of... this is your last chance, basically. Don't let this chance slip you by. But yeah, I really enjoy cooking. So I've basically, if this tells you the degree of which I have obsessed over cooking things properly, I can take those little cheap, like, $2 thin, boneless cutlet steak things. They're, like, incredibly thin. It's an insult to call them steaks in any way. Pork chops, basically. I can take those and cook them so that they are cooked and juicy. Like, I can do that. I know how to do it. I don't think I could ever actually explain how to do it to anybody, because it's just kind of a thing you have to learn by doing. Which I know is very much a cop-out kind of thing, like, oh, of course you can't explain how to do it. But, like, it's different for every time you cook one of those, because it's different based on how thick it ends up being, how much fat is actually on it. Even the temperature that you set your pan to, or the thickness of your pan. Because they're so thin, it really matters. I really suck at catching those. Oh, one of our animals is going into their house. Okay, I don't know if this is as big as it can be yet. I just like making them as big as they can be. I don't really need to, I just like to. Well, I'm gonna say that's probably good enough. This is definitely not big enough yet. But it's almost there. Let's try it. Shivering snowflakes! Yep, okay, it's good. But yeah, like, I have probably spent too much time learning how to cook things thoroughly, like well done cooking them, and not have them just be dead, dry husks. Because a lot of the time that is how things were cooked when I was growing up. Because, well, you know, my mother is cooking for 4 kids, and at the time, you know, my old man, so she's cooking for 6 people in total. You don't really have the ability to stop and give everything actual care. Like, that's just kind of how it works, so when I discovered that's not how food had to be, I started cooking a lot of things for myself, which A, took some strain off of her, because she didn't have to do this, and it was a big bonus for her, because most of the time, even now, you know, I cook my own food easily, even though I live with other people, and they could also cook it. I wonder if he'll actually still identify fossils for me doing it this way. Yeah, it's like he's forgotten that our, you know, our fossil exhibit is complete. I was kind of hoping there might be some, like, unique dialogue of him being like, "You silly goose, we already have all the fossils." But I guess he doesn't. Burp into a yawn. A great combination of things. I think the dryer should actually be finishing up relatively soon. And at that point, I just kind of hope that my blankets are dry. Because, like, they're 2 big comforters, but they've been in the dryer for, like... with the dryer running anyway, for probably close to 3 hours at this point. So... hopefully they're dry. I also should probably try and find, like, a sheet, because I don't use bed sheets. Like, I know this is a completely separate topic, but, like, I have incredibly long hair, and I've discovered that if I use a bed sheet, it'll tangle in my sleep. If I don't, it won't tangle. And I think it's mostly just the material bed sheets are made out of grips onto hair. Meanwhile, the material mattresses are made out of don't. I mean, I do wash off my mattress. It's just not the easiest thing to do, but I do it. So, I mean, it's not that different than just, well, I forgot to check yesterday for Regal furniture. Oh no, our kitty's probably mad at me because I didn't find her any Regal furniture. Well, if there's any here right now, I'll buy it and then I'll track her down and see if she wants it. This isn't Regal, this is... yeah, that's exotic. That's not Regal. I mean, it's probably Regal in that country, but it's... enjoy! Yeah, I should buy this. I'm just gonna buy the Enjoy clock. It's just what it is. I don't know where it's gonna go. Probably into the basement. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else has ever really noticed that, or if there's anything actually to my noticing that. Like, I could just be crazy, and just, my hair is just randomly tangled the few times I've used a sheet. It doesn't help that, like, whenever I do use a sheet, like, within, like, an hour of lying in bed, because I shift around so much before I fall asleep, I'll rip it out from being tucked in. and then it just feels awkward. What is this? Leather jerkin. No. Huh. Yawning so much. I should probably find a way to end off this episode soon. I mean, we built our snowman, so we are going to be getting another piece of snowman furniture tomorrow. Which means I should go and clear out some space in my letters. I also might donate... Yeah, I'm going to donate some more money towards the town. I really want to get the town, like, upgraded. So you know what I'm going to do? Withdraw. I know I wanted to get, like, a full thing of, like,
7 0 0 0 0
Gracie Grace furniture. But, I don't care. Town fund. I will.
8 0 0 0 0 0
800,000 bells. Take it. Now. Either I've not donated enough, or I have to leave and come back, or spend a day. I don't know. Either that or everything is done. But I want to save mail. Which I know is usually reserved for, like, villagers leaving, but I'm just putting snowman letters in here now. Because it's extra storage and I'm full up. You know, I'm going to put the jingle letter in here too. I'm going to shove those in there as well. And that one, because I only need that. There we go. Nope. That's it. It's in the recycling bin. Nothing. Okay. But, yeah, like... I know my problems with, like, sheets could probably be solved by, A, just getting some slightly bigger sheets so I can tuck them in a little better. And also cutting my hair. But I like having my hair long. So, hey, Rod? Yo, you remember my fan club, right? You wanna this again? This thing has been in my room for a long time, so it's got a certain bold, musky smell to it. Anyway, this is an old kitschy wall I had Gronk. I'm selling it now for the rock bottom fan club price of 1,648 bells, Gronk. Fine, I'll take it. Yeah, that's the kind of tour I like to see. I'll even give you the special autographed version. Okay. I guess. This has been one of my favorites, so take care of it and try not to fumble it. It's been in storage for years, so it's got a manly oak steamer trunk sent to it, Gronk. Okay, if you like it so much, why did you sell it to me? I know why, because you like money more. You're a pirate. Of course you would like money more. You know what? I was going to put the clock in the basement. Let's put the wall in the basement, too. I have no clue what it even looks like. So, yeah, no, we got this nice pattern going? No. Bam. Enjoy. Down over here? Enjoy. Yeah, those go together, apparently. I don't get it. The pawns are having a good time watching TV. I'm gonna collect some coins really quick, because, I mean, I just spent a lot of money, so I should probably collect some coins back up. I don't even know, how much money do I even have on me right now? Okay, 14,000. I still have a small little chunk of money. Okay. Good. With that, I would like to remind everyone I do have a Patreon, should you wish to throw money at my face. If you don't want to or can't, that is perfectly fine, but, you know, it exists if you want to. There's a link down in the description. And, with that said, I thank you all very much for watching, and hope to see you again next time for more Animal Crossing City Folk. See you all then.